Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another cryptocurrency video. Today we're going to be talking about the top altcoins and best cryptocurrencies for 2020. We're going to be covering the charts and kind of the reasons why these specific altcoins can be so good to potentially buy in 2020. And please keep in mind this video is not financial advice, it's just my personal opinion. So please remember to trade/invest at your own risk. And I also wanted to mention, for the most part, these are altcoins. This isn't to neglect Bitcoin, right? I think that Bitcoin is an extremely important cryptocurrency, and it is still the king. A lot of, the big banks and institutions are putting their money into Bitcoin, especially when political times are unstable like right now. So Bitcoin can definitely benefit from that, and it's always one to have in your portfolio, in my personal opinion. Once again, not financial advice. Now, moving on to the altcoins, the first one of the list as far as the best altcoins for 2020 is going to be Chainlink. Now, Chainlink is currently at the 16th spot with a market cap of $800 million. And if we go over to the chart, we're going to see some pretty interesting things. Now, also, something that I wanted to mention was I've covered a lot of these cryptos that I'm going to talk about in this video in much more detail in my price prediction videos for 2020. So for example, here we have the Chainlink price prediction, and most of the ones that I'm going to be talking about are in this video. So if you want further details on the analysis on why I think they're going to do good in 2020, make sure to check out this playlist. I'll leave a link to this in the description of this video. Now, Chainlink, one of the reasons why I like it so much, and something that I look for in a lot of my, kind of longer term investments, is a long-standing uptrend. And what's interesting with Chainlink specifically is it's been uptrending very successfully. While 2019, 2018 wasn't the best year for cryptos, a lot of altcoins actually fell very low. Chainlink actually increased to almost all-time highs in this period, right? It actually put in new all-time highs. So this is something that I feel really talks a lot for the strength of Chainlink, and something that I expect this uptrend to continue in 2020. So by all means, I expect Chainlink to put in new all-time highs this year, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's a crypto that's gonna go from the 16th spot all the way up to probably top 10 and probably around that top 5 spot, I believe, in the next year or two. So definitely really like Chainlink, and this uptrend is something special for the altcoin space, where a lot of them were actually falling this year. So something to not ignore, in my opinion. Next up is something a little bit more traditional. We're going to be talking about Ethereum. Obviously, I'm sure you know Ethereum, and you might think it's a little bit of a boring pick, but the reason why I like Ethereum so much here is because it's simply been on, a bit of a stabilization recently. And the reason why I like that is because a lot of people may think, oh, why would I really care about Ethereum? It had its run up. And that's exactly the reason, right? Is it had its run up, and we've been stabilizing now for all this time over here, right? I talked about this W formation in my video, once again, in my full analysis for Ethereum right here. But basically, this whole area that you're seeing right here is this stabilization that I'm talking about, right? In between $75 and $369. So we actually put in a higher low right here, which is a bullish signal. And I believe that in 2020, we may have still a little bit of consolidation left, but towards the end of the year, we should really start breaking out of this $369 area and make our way up to, that $800 mark. And there's actually not that much resistance in between that. Of course, $600 is going to be an area of resistance, and then our resistance at $800, but that's still a very big increase as far as the price is concerned, and a pretty minimal amount of resistance that goes with that. So I like Ethereum right now. I feel like it's kind of, been forgotten a little bit, and people are going to be late to the wave to catch it back on the run up. I can already see that happening now. So that's kind of what I'm expecting for Ethereum there, and that's why it made the list. Next up, we've got Ravencoin. Now, Ravencoin also is one that I covered in the price prediction videos. Make sure to check it out for the full analysis. Link in the description once again. And let's go ahead and take a look at the chart here. See why I like Ravencoin. Now, this is actually one of the smaller cryptos on the list today, and to be specific here, Ravencoin is at a market cap of $127 million, right? So with a smaller market cap means that it has more room to grow, right? If it can get to a $1 billion market cap, which isn't anything crazy or unreasonable, that's a 1,000% increase right there. So that's a pretty big deal, right? And of course, it had this huge spike and then came and really, consolidated. But the key thing is we didn't move below support, right? Our long-term support that we had put in back here was at 270 Satoshis, and that's currently where we're sitting, right? We've tested it multiple times and we haven't broken through. And in fact, if we zoom in a bit, what you're going to see is we're looking like we might break out of this downtrend line pretty soon, right? And that's going to be a huge signal. That means that once we broke out of that, there's not really anything holding us back to start our climb back to 1,000 Satoshis, and maybe even our all-time high of 1,700 Satoshis. That's a huge price increase compared to where we are now at 300 Satoshis, right? So that's why I really like Ravencoin. I mean, just to get back to this resistance, which should be definitely doable in 2020, would bring us 300% increase. And if we go as high as this, I mean, that's just a very big win and return there. On top of that, like I mentioned in my analysis video, we actually got a bullish divergence as the RSI is increasing while price is remaining flat. This is a signal where the RSI actually moves upwards in advance and kind of signals us that the price will do the same soon. So we can expect probably it to break out of this downtrend line probably in the next 2 weeks at the most here. So really nice setup as long as we can stay above that 270 Satoshi level. If we move below that, the pattern is canceled and it won't be good. But if we're able to break out of this downtrend line, things are going to be looking up for Ravencoin. And for the last cryptocurrency of the list, we've got a smaller one here. I wanted to put one in that is really more undervalued, and it's Enigma at the 98th spot with a smaller market cap of only $33 million. Now, Enigma actually was a little bit bigger of a coin back on the previous altcoin run-up, and keep in mind, right, Bitcoin dominance is very high right now at 69%. It usually doesn't stay that high for months on end, so I can expect some of that money to go back into altcoins, which is why I think some of these altcoins will be nicely set up to benefit from some of that money flowing back to altcoins. So Enigma, like I said, small market cap here, and if we go ahead and take a look at the chart, we can see that I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. We are still above our support level, kind of like what I just talked about with Ravencoin, right? So 2,505 Satoshis is our support level there, long-term support, and we are above that. I'm going to go ahead and put in the downtrend line to see what's happening as well. So we're going to go ahead, take our downtrend line right here, and it kind of depends how you want to, draw this one out. I'll take it from this latest high over here. We can also draw a secondary one like this, and what we can see is, yes, we do have these downtrend lines that are putting pressure on the price. However, we are starting to test these multiple times now, and like Ravencoin, it's the same pattern, right, where we stayed above support, and as long as we're above that, if we can break out of these downtrend lines, right, maybe in the next month or so, this is a big deal, right? We'll have broken out the downtrend line that's holding the resistance, and then it's pretty clear where our next resistance levels are. We've got a big one here at 20,000 Satoshis. That's already a 400% increase from the current price. And then 35,000 Satoshis, an all-time high of around 60,000 Satoshis, right? So if we can get back even here, 400% increase, that should definitely be doable in 2020. And then ahead, getting back to 35,000, that's an even bigger substantial increase, right? We could also argue that we do have as well a little bit of a bullish divergence here on the RSI while price was actually moving downwards and even a little bit flat, right? So yet another bullish signal right there that you can spot a divergence, like I said, once again. I'll draw that out nicely right over here, and you can compare that with the RSI that was moving higher in that same time period. Now, if you want to learn more about technical analysis charts like this and the patterns, make sure to check out my technical analysis master course. It is less than $20 and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You literally have nothing to lose. It's all my years of trading experience put into one course. Covers how to spot trends, how to spot buying and selling opportunities, how to read candlesticks, how to set up your charts, the risk management principles surrounding that, learn advanced trading indicators, all of that for less than $20. You're not going to beat that for a lifetime of knowledge. Think about it when you buy a cup of coffee, it's gone in 2 minutes. This is something that will last you a lifetime, right? And feel free to check out the positive reviews that I got recently, like Christian over here that said that he really liked and needed the several explanations and examples that he was able to got, and that everything was very well explained. Also, Zaza that enjoyed the simplicity and the explanations as well on the candlesticks. Make sure to check out the course, guys. Link in the description, and 30-day money-back guarantee if you're not satisfied. Also, follow me on Twitter for live market updates. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.